Hello, everyone, and welcome to my episode 1 reaction of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Oh boy, finally time to react to this. So, as of recording, The Ones Who Live has just ended. I've watched nothing about it. I haven't encountered any spoilers, aside from the obvious. No going into this that, well, spoilers if you don't. Actually, wait a minute. If you haven't seen the episode already, go watch it and then come back here, because I'm quite sure we're probably going to see it soon or whatever. So if you watched The World Beyond, and if you're watching this, you probably already know that she's in this, but Jadis is in it. And if you had watched The World Beyond, which a lot of people I'm sure watching this or have watched The Ones Who Live had not watched The World Beyond, which is understandable. It's not that great, and it's been canceled kind of indefinitely, I believe. If you had watched it and stayed around for the last 4 or 5 episodes of season 2, you know that Jadis makes her appearance, and she's a pretty major character in the show. And from my understanding, we're going to be getting into that in this, obviously, because Rick is captured by the CRM. And we know that he's been with the CRM for some time. But yeah, I'm not going to ramble on too much about this. We'll talk about more of this at the end of the episode. Again, I don't know anything about this. I've seen no clips, anything. But yeah, let's get into this. I heard very good things from it. I have heard mixed things about certain parts, but for the most part, people are on board with it. So this episode is called Years. I'm gonna assume that we're probably gonna be seeing some like cuts between when Rick was captured and a bunch of stuff that happened in between. Because I mean, there was a big amount of time between when Michonne went her way to find Rick and when Jadis first took off. Oh,
investigating corruption.
this is from The World Beyond.
I will fix it.
See?
I found something.
There's probably a ton of people out there like, oh, what is this? I don't remember ever seeing this. Well, that's why, because you never watched World Beyond. Again, understandable if you didn't.
Know.
Oh, here's the intro. I'll definitely probably not be able to play into the music from here, so see you after the intro. 5 years after the bridge. Well, there's our timetable. Did that just say Terry O'Quinn? Did that? It just said Terry O'Quinn. Oh shit. That's John Locke. I'm lost. One of my favorite shows ever. Damn, we're getting wild with it.
This is how.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Okay. Not back to like comics? Oh, never mind. Looks like he cut it right off. So, if you didn't know, in the comics, basically what happens to Aaron happens to Rick in the, well, different situation, but Aaron kind of took over that role, and that's why Aaron got his hand cut off, or got it crushed and then cut off. But hey, looks like we're going right back to it. Rick's lost his hand. Also, they're glowing. That's interesting. What the hell's going on here? Oh, they're like burning, so he's gonna cauterize it. It looks like. God damn. Oh. Damn. All that for that, huh? Are we actually gonna get reference to variants in this? Because, oh my gosh, spoiler alert, but Dead City didn't have variants, and the Daryl Dixon show didn't have variants. I've never seen it referred to as a teleplay in The Walking Dead.
I didn't think I'd survive.
That's concerning. Oh, and also there's multiple phones. Huh. Probably smart, I guess.
And I
Have
woke
them
up.
all different areas. New Jersey.
Protecting a working
Okay.
hidden city of hunger.
But yeah, I said New Jersey because if you watch World Beyond, you have a kind of a basic idea that CRM is located in New York, New Jersey. Also, in The Walking Dead, the boat that Virgil found, or was sailing, or whatever, had logs from New Jersey, so it makes sense that the boat came from New Jersey, and we saw it at the end of The Walking Dead, so that's where they are. I mean, CRMs definitely like the biggest thing in the United States. I mean, it's probably just within the United States, I assume. It was never like mentioned in the Daryl Dixon show or anything. They seem to have like their own thing there. But
Because no
Also,
one tries to escape. No one wants to. Kill
it's
me.
not a complaint, but Andrew
He convinced them to keep me
Lincoln,
a consignee, and I kept trying to escape.
well, I guess the Rick
But I
character
couldn't. I
looks
kept
like
trying to get away.
looks way
So they
younger.
put me on a leash when we went out into the
At least
world.
compared to when we last saw
I
him.
couldn't get away.
Because again, the last time we really saw Rick in The Walking Dead, he had like fairly gray hair, right? Or was it just, I don't know. But he looks like his hair is dyed here. Like, it's not a complaint, it's just a little odd. Because I feel like Rick looks like Rick back in like season 6, 7. Like he doesn't look like he's aged the way that the character is supposed to age. Like 8 years at this point.
Protected me because
We got something, man, so...
You know, I commented on Rick not looking
That
any
hidden
older,
city?
even though he looked
the
way
only thing you
older
probably see is like Alcatraz.
in season 9 of The
For us
Walking Dead.
consignees life,
But
man.
Negan,
You know, they got air
he hasn't aged at
conditioning,
all.
man.
Okay,
Air conditioning.
looks exactly the
No more
same.
swamp ass, you feel me?
Oh, looks like he's doing something. Okay, maybe he is gonna get his opportunity. Ignore everything I just said then.
I did.
Rick, you're a married man. Don't even think about it.
it's the end and the start.
Well, up until you see Michonne. I don't know when she's gonna appear, but
Welcome to
when
this.
she sees Michonne, it's gonna all change.
If I'm an A, if I think for myself, why do you even think I'm gonna go along with all of this?
Because I believe if either one of you had a chance, you would.
You'd
have to
just
open
push
it.
him off as being
Let's
a B
talk
on
about
the
the
radio,
Cold War.
right?
He
I feel
wanted
like I
to
should know
change
that.
things, and he wanted my
I read the
help
last
to do
episode
it.
probably 10 times, but I feel like I should
played
know that by
along.
heart.
But it wasn't my fight.
Know this we should
Yeah,
go
because
down
she
again?
said on the radio, I have a B, I never had an A, right?
You the
Yeah.
one who
That's
cut him
why
up here?
Rick was on
Shot
the
at him.
doing
Just
the
missed.
shit work for 6 years.
Yes.
But you can't. He
Yes,
came
you
here
did see it,
basically
Thor.
labeled as
I
a
was in the
B
South
by
African
Jadis.
Navy.
2 other cities, Portland and Omaha.
Portland and Omaha.
Not as big, not
Those
as
are more
sophisticated, and not keeping themselves.
World Beyond references.
All 3
Life surrounded by death, all in one view.
Oh my God! I hear him. Oh, John Locke!
Isn't that
Hell
right?
yeah, baby!
Mobile.
Woo! Yeah.
Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah.
Have a seat, Grimes.
My God. Imagine if this is actually just John Locke, just a different persona.
Another thing we have with
Oh, what the hell?
Damn it.
What the fuck? What is happening?
We can't be out here.
Yeah, you can't really go now,
Asked for
right?
help.
He would have found you. He knows about you, Grimes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he knows. I'm sure Jadis probably gave him a damn 401 on his ass. I would assume. I mean, Jadis probably lied about a lot of stuff to protect the people back home, but she probably had to say some stuff. Like, she probably had to say that she was like
Wake
where
up.
she met Rick, like part of her or her ex community
salute.
knew Rick and all that. But
Do you know about me?
oh yeah, quick pause real quick. So it sounds like he got the bag that he threw at the end of the last episode, but we saw at the start of this episode that Rick had made numerous notes and had numerous cell phones, so guess it's not the same thing. However, Rick put his boots in the bag, didn't he? And then Michonne got the boots, so maybe whatever this guy's name is just left it. He read it and left it. I don't know. CRM's big on
My wife.
humanity is more important than
My daughter.
individuals.
I went through.
You learn about that a lot in
Did I
Fear the Walking Dead episode that had
anyone
the CRM girl,
choose
and even
You
World
made-
Beyond. You learn about it a bit.
You
CRM
live for those
focuses
people in
on
that city
collective
because you got
humanity
nothing else to
instead
do,
of
do
like
you?
individuals. So,
Percentages.
You fight for them.
also, is he
You
watching a
already made the
TV,
choice.
a video of a fireplace, just in a complete waste of
Moving into
electricity.
logistics with Thorn.
A scheduled rendezvous between Alliance Partners Portland and the Civic
Just
Republic.
turning on a
Major
TV.
General Beale
10 years
initiated
into the
CRM
apocalypse. Who would have
reconnaissance
thunk?
mission,
Oh,
and
well,
with
there's
it,
Omaha.
nearly
Again,
90,000 souls.
if you had watched the
Initial
World
survey
Beyond,
shows
you
a
would know about
collapsed section
Omaha.
of the city.
Or the sun, the sky, or the
Oh.
water.
Time for the time skip.
I don't see you anymore. I tried, but I failed.
And I think he was in the location where we last saw Michonne in The Walking Dead when she was reading those.
This is a pretty bold move.
well,
Said
when
you
she had
believed
like
in me.
that
So
warrior
if you
gear
want to
on.
bench yourself, I could take this
kind of look
large
like
piece
the
of
same area.
bone at my miserable desk at my miserable job.
Some
I do
things about
like
the
pizza.
apocalypse, you gotta agree, are better. That being not having like
Shut
day
up
job
about your
and shit.
misery.
What if I came here one day with 5 pizzas
5 pieces. Oh my god,
and a wedding ring?
that's crazy.
Thanks
Now,
for taking us up the coast. I like the way you. If there's anything on your mind, you rarely say shit these days, Rick.
oh shit, are they over the area where Michonne was?
I've been thinking about this night
I don't know.
when I was a kid.
Just for like a glimpse.
7
It looked
years
like we
old.
were over that weird looking field.
You know. Trust me. You know.
What? What the? I'm sorry, what? What? Okay. Black Hawk down. Ow! What the hell? So, did that guy have, okay, did one of his, like, grenades go off? Is that what happened? What's happening? Is there a threat bigger than CRM out there? Okay, maybe not a bigger threat, but are there people that are actively attacking helicopters out of the sky? Or have the capability to? Oh my god. That was a wild 2 minutes there. Might not even been 2 minutes, might have been a minute. What the? Weapon drones? What the hell's going on? Oh, well, there's Michonne. Oh, so Michonne's just straight up murdering people, huh? If this is Michonne, it's awkward. Okay. I see the situation right now. Just okay, she sees Rick, but was Michonne shooting helicopters out of the sky? That's pretty messed up. But yeah, that happened. But yeah, that was the first episode of The Ones Who Live. Oh boy, I don't even know where to begin, honestly. I mean, the timeline is pretty makes sense, I guess. We didn't see a whole bunch in between when Rick became like a full on soldier for the CRM, but again, it seems like everything prior to that was him just doing like menial go out and clear walkers type of thing, so understandable. John Locke is in it, / Terry O'Quinn. Very glad to see him. I'm looking forward to his character, even though he's probably going to be like the villain, I guess. At least that's kind of the way they present it. I guess villain is kind of a relative term in this type of scenario, I would assume. Again, paid off to have watched The World Beyond, because you learn a lot about CRM in The World Beyond in the end of season 2 when Jadis appears and all that. I feel like that is kind of a direct connect to The Ones Who Live, and since I'm quite sure The World Beyond is not going to be continuing, even though it technically isn't over, the story's open-ended. At this point, I don't think they'll ever continue it, especially with The Ones Who Live, and the fact that Jadis is going to be in it. She, Pollyanna, can't remember her last name, the actress who plays Jadis, she was in the credits, opening credits, even though she was not in this episode, but she's bound to make her appearance very soon. Again, the Omaha thing, if you watched The World Beyond, you would know about the Omaha thing, and you kind of know when the timeline takes place. So when the Omaha event happened in The World Beyond, it's the same time it happened in The Ones Who Live. And then it looked like there was a year break, like there was a year time skip where Rick was at that one area where they're building up a new kind of compound looking thing, and they went on like a mission to somewhere in the helicopter, and they got shot down. By who? It seems like it's just Michonne. I don't know how she would have been able to shoot down a helicopter like that on her own. So I'm guessing she's not alone. Because if it's just her, then that doesn't make any sense. And then we saw like these drone things, I think. They weren't like on screen, but there was clearly like something shooting at them from the sky when they were leaving the helicopter. But another thing I wanted to mention was that in the Daryl Dixon show, I believe it's like episode 5, it was a semi-flashback. It's still after Daryl left in The Walking Dead, but a flashback within the episode, where Daryl got a call from Carol, and Carol was about to mention, it seemed like she was about to mention that Rick and Michonne were back. She never says it, but it's pretty obvious that's kind of what she was hinting at. And I think it was just kind of like a, ooh, Rick and Michonne are back. Hey fans, you hear that? Ooh wee. Rick and Michonne are back. Let's tease the fans and say, not really say it, but make it kind of implied that they are. Which means that Rick and Michonne do come back at some point. The Daryl Dixon show takes place, I believe, like a couple years after The Walking Dead ends. And this, what we just saw at the end here, was about a year after. So if you kind of piece those two together, or assume that that's what Carol was going to say on the phone, then they do get back, and they do get back in like a year or so. So definitely isn't going to happen this season. Mainly because this is referred to as season 1. It's not just straight up called like episode 1, episode 2. It's labeled as season 1. AMC labeled it as season 1. So there's going to be more than one season. Again, I heard a few people say they don't like the ending to this, because as I've watched this, the whole season has came out. But I wonder if people were expecting, or maybe some people think that it's the true ending. I don't know. You'd be surprised by how many people sometimes think that, especially if the ending to a season, especially if it's like the first season of a show, some people will watch it and be like, "Oh, that's a horrible ending. The show sucks." And then not realize that, oh, the show's not over yet. But anyways, there's not a whole lot more to say. Again, I believe these came out, I could be wrong, but I believe they came out like episode 1 and 2, then 3 and 4, then 5 and 6. I could be wrong on that completely. But the way I'm watching it, they're already out already, so I can watch them pretty much back to back if I want to. I don't think I'm going to watch episode 2 tonight, which is probably what a lot of people did, because it seems like 1 and 2 came out at the same time. But I'm going to watch that tomorrow. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. Very good first episode. I think it gave us a good amount of what Rick's been kind of going through while he was in CRM. And we get to the end and see Michonne. Yeah. I mean, who wasn't expecting that? I mean, just on the cover, the whole show's about Rick and Michonne for the most part. It wasn't shocking. What was shocking me was Michonne kind of just brutally killing those CRM people, which if you watched The World Beyond and kind of knew about this CRM from the one instance of, I don't even remember her name, from Fear the Walking Dead, made a couple episode appearance, you would know that CRM is not like bad. They're not like a villain group, but well, I guess they are bad. They have killed a lot of people, but their big mission, or their reasoning and why they feel completely justified in what they're doing, is that if they kill a small amount of people, they'll save a huge amount of people, which, I mean, you can say what you want. That's kind of the right idea to have. I mean, it sucks if it's someone personal to you that doesn't make it. But if we're talking about strictly numbers, which CRM very much is, CRM is a very much a basically a well-oiled machine. That's a good turn of phrase to use. Where, kind of going back to the whole Negan thing, people are a resource. But in CRM's case, people are a resource, but you have to make sure those people are alive to be a resource, which means killing a relatively small amount in order to save a huge amount. Because again, CRM, if you watched Fear the Walking Dead with the girl who was in CRM, their his mantra is that civilization and saving civilization is the main goal. Individuals do not matter, because in the big scheme of things, it's keeping the whole entire human species alive that matters. So, and again, sucks if it's personal, but objectively and logically, they're kind of doing the right thing. So, I know, it can be a little iffy to kind of agree on that, but at least from what I know of CRM, and again, you've probably watched all of the ones who live by now, and probably episode 2 to 6 make CRM look like monsters. I don't know. I guess I'll have to find out. So, again, realize I have not watched the rest of the season yet, so don't at me as, oh, why are you supporting CRM type of thing. So, I don't know yet. But yeah, if you liked what you saw, why not like and subscribe? It doesn't cost you anything. And until next time, thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.